Hi guys, Jenny Clark here, Senior Gold Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. The purpose of this video that I'm bringing you today is mainly for our new ambassadors, but anybody that is an ambassador and has decided that they wanted to grow their business and share the opportunity. And so what we're going to be doing in the course of this video is just going through some tips and basically just covering everything that is in your new amazing welcome kit. So these are the new welcome kits. It's going to come in this really cool box. It's very sturdy and it's got a magnetic enclosure here. So you just pop it open and inside you're going to find all the goodies that you need to help you get started on the right foot. All right, and the first thing we're going to start off with is this really neat little card. And so you just flip this open.
Welcome to Plexus. I'm Charles Robinson, your CEO. And on behalf of everyone here at home office in Scottsdale, Arizona, and our ambassadors across the globe, we're glad you're joining the team.
Is that not cool? So the first thing you're going to hear as a new ambassador is a greeting and a welcome from our CEO himself. That is really, really cool. It's amazing that he took the time to do that. When I first opened that card, I'm going to tell you, I about jumped out of my skin. It scared me to death. I did not expect to be hearing Tarl talking to us. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of warning what's coming. The next thing we're going to talk about is this quick start guide. And it says right here on the bottom, open me first. This is 10 steps for a strong start. So you're going to start here. So you just open this up. And we'll go ahead and go through these points really quick. We're just going to touch on each of them real quick. Basically, number one, it says be a product of the product. So you want to make sure that you're actually taking the products, you're taking them consistently, and you're trying new things along the way so that you can, gain some experience with those products and be able to let people know firsthand what they can do for you. Number two, you're going to get to know your new Ambassador Success Kit. And again, that's what we're going to go through step by step here in just a moment. Number three, you're going to state your why. So basically, why have you decided to join Plexus? Is it for helping others, for building income, a combination of those? So just make sure that you start to think about your why. It's going to be what drives you in this business. Number four, you're going to set your business goals. Where would you like to be in 30, 60, and 90 days? You want to make sure that you're dreaming big, and then we'll walk you through the steps to success. Number five, you're going to want to connect with your sponsor or upline. This is super important. You always want to be connected, and that's what's going to get you, moving to the top. You want to share with them your why, and that way they know what your goals are, and they can help you build upon those goals. Number six, you're going to make your Frank's list. And we're going to talk more about this Frank's list whenever we delve into the book here for a little bit. Number seven, you're going to set up 3 face-to-face gatherings. Now this can be like just in your house, at a coffee shop. You just want to set up 3 meetings, and it can be with just one person. It doesn't have to be a whole group of people. But you want to set that up, and you also want to set up an online Facebook launch party if you're part of my team. Those are the things that are going to, be able to connect with people and to let them know about the products, educate them a little bit, and see what the level of interest is from them. Number 8, you're going to want to go ahead and go into your back office and play around in there a little bit, get to know the back office. Number 9, you're going to want to explore the Plexus Learning Center. You're going to want to bookmark plexuslearningcenter.com, and you'll be visiting that often. There's lots of really cool things in there. And number 10, you're going to want to get connected and stay connected. You want to talk to your sponsor about events in your area. You're going to want to talk about training opportunities and things like that, opportunity meetings that could be coming up in your area as well. Okay. So the next thing we're going to take a look at is the Let's Get You Started Success Guide. This guide is amazing, and I'm super thrilled with it. As I was leafing through it, I'm going to tell you, honestly, if I had this from day one, it's really hard to tell where my rank would be today, because this has absolutely every snippet of information that I have gathered over months and months of growing, learning, reading books, and watching training videos. So Plexus has been amazing at picking out the most important things for you for success and putting them all together here in this one location. This is going to be a game changer. And I'm so excited because it's going to allow people to really make the most of their business right off the bat. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and open up. And there's a welcome and index. And then on this page here, it's your resource directory. And so what you're going to want to do is write down your ambassador number, your pertinent information, your website ID, and the information for your sponsor and your nearest Jewel upline. That's so that if you have any questions, concerns, need any help with anything, you can just turn to that page real quick, grab that at a glance, and be able to go. Next thing we're going to talk about is Chapter 1. This is the power of network marketing. Network marketing is huge. You know, it has the ability to give you what's called residual income. Residual income is so important. And, you know, it's basically you're setting yourself up to always have that income. Even if, let's say, you get sick for a couple weeks. If you were sick and had pneumonia or something and had to miss work, are you going to get paid for that? No. With Plexus, you've got residual income. That income's going to be coming in whether you're sick for a week or not. So it's amazing that, you know, you're actually securing your financial future whenever you're building that residual income. I mean, look at what's happening with Social Security and stuff. Do you really want to try to depend on that whenever you hit retirement age? Because we all know that it's probably not going to be there. You're in the right place at the right time. Plexus is the right company. You're joining at a time where growth is exponential and it's huge. And I'm super excited about that for you. We're also going to look at Chapter 2, which is called Action. These are the first things that you should do as a Plexus ambassador. You're going to start off with coming up with your why. State your why. Figure out why you're doing this, why you joined Plexus. And down at the bottom of this page here, there's a few thought starters that are there to help you think about your why. And you want to make it passionate. You want to make sure that you're passionate about your why, thinking about your future. For me, a big part of my why is because I don't want to be that person who is 80 years old and has to be a Walmart greeter because I can't make it on that fixed income. So I want to make sure that I'm building a financial stable future for me whenever I hit retirement, which, by the way, is going to be way early with Plexus. Next thing you're going to do is set some goals. It goes through guidelines for goal settings and affirmations. Let you know what's important about goal setting and how to go about doing it. They want you to think about where you're going to be in 6 months, 12 months, and from there on. The next part is the Frank's list that I was talking about earlier. This is way cool. When I first started, I was told that, you know, it's a good idea to build a list of 100 names. And since then, I've actually learned that 100 names is not enough. I went through the 100 list, and then I went through using this Frank's method and built my list and added another 353 contacts that I'm going to be able to contact about the opportunity here. But you want to create a Frank's list. And what this does is help jog your thinking. You know, you think, okay, well, I know a few people, but I don't know a whole lot of people. What this does is jog your thinking, and it helps you think of people that maybe you typically wouldn't think of. So first you're going to do your friends, your relatives, acquaintances, people in your neighborhood, kids connections, and service organizations. And you can start making this list here, but I highly recommend that you make it somewhere else because this is only one page, and you definitely should be filling that list a lot bigger. The next part in this chapter is about upline support. You want to make sure that you're connected with your upline. Talk to them. Let them know your goals. Let them know your why. And they will help you to be able to get started on the right foot for this journey. You want to make sure that you're always asking them questions. If you have any questions about anything, they'll tell you where to find the answers. Okay? It's also important to be creating consistency. You want to make sure that you're treating Plexus like it's a job. A lot of people tend to treat it like it's a hobby, and you get out of it what you put into it. So the more hours and more commitment that you have and say, okay, I'm going to treat it like a job. For me, I decided, okay, when I get home at night at this certain time, that's when Plexus starts, and I'm going to run Plexus nonstop from this time to this time. I also work Plexus into the nooks and crannies of my life because I do work anywhere between 50 to 60 hours a week right now. And so I'm working Plexus first thing in the morning when I wake up. I'm working Plexus my entire lunch break at work, and then pretty much as soon as I get home. There is a small gap in there where I try to make time for family as well, so that's very important. You also want to be making sure that you're doing something that's a daily income producing activity, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later, but those are listed on page 16, so you can kind of go through those and get some ideas about what you should be doing daily. All right, the next chapter is called Customer Care. Relationships and not sales. Big, big, big right there. You want to be building relationships. There's a reason that Plexus is a multi-level marketing company and it's not sold through Walmart. And there's a couple of reasons actually. And the reasons are these. Do you see a 60-day money-back guarantee on products that you find at Walmart? Don't think so. So there's one right there. And the other is that they wanted to be able to provide excellent customer care and customer service. And in order to be able to best do that, is to equip ambassadors like us to be able to one-on-one find out what people are struggling with, what their health issues are, what their goals are, to be able to help them get to that next level and help them find success with the products. You're not going to find that if you're going to buy this out of a box at Walmart. And that was what was so important. They want us here to be able to build on our customers' successes, help them adjust their routine if they need be, and, just be there for them. Another key is that you're building relationships. You're not selling, you're sharing. So you want to make sure that you're touching base with people and you're actually building a relationship with them. You want to talk to them about their life. Get in contact with them about, what their goals are, what, their struggles are and things like that. You can't just say, oh, well, I'm trying to sell something. You didn't want it, so I'm moving on. That's not how it works. You definitely want to build that relationship. The next key is follow-up. It's really important to follow up I can't even stress the importance of follow-up because in the beginning, I screwed that up. I was building so fast that I wasn't properly following up with my people. And I ended up losing some people because of it, because I wasn't there to coach them through any challenges that they might have faced, So it's super important that you're doing your follow-up. I tend to follow up with brand new ambassadors, brand new customers. I follow up with them very often in the beginning. I coach them on how to take their products to have the best results. And then I also coach them, especially if they're a new ambassador, on how to start building a team, how to set up a Facebook launch party with me, and we go from there. So follow-up is the key. It actually is the key to success and keeping long-term steady people on your team. If you're starting a new ambassador, you want to follow up with them pretty often, and you also want to follow up with your team members. So anybody that's been on the team for a while, you want to follow up with them as well. Any potentials that you come in contact with. Let's say they ask you about Plexus. You're posting about Plexus and they say, can you tell me a little bit more about that? And they ignore your response. Okay, make sure that you're following up with them because guess what? Most of the sales that are created in any business are between the 5th and 12th contact. So you want to make sure that you're continually following up with them, keeping that door open, keeping the line of communication open. Also, another thing is long-term follow-up. So basically what I tend to do is follow up more often in the beginning and then start to spread it out. Eventually, it's about once a month that I follow up with people. And sometimes, life can catch up with you and you can get behind. Just know that you can catch up on that follow-up. So let's say it's been a few months, you can touch base with them. And it says in here, it even gives you wording to use. Hey, I know it's been a while since you purchased your triplex. I just wanted to reconnect with you. How did you like that combination? Tell me how it's worked for you so far. It gives you words all the way through this thing of how to use without sounding like you're trying to sell, but rather than you care about them. Another big thing is to always try to get referrals when you're making contacts with people. So you ask them, do you know of anybody that Plexus products could help? And then you get referrals that way. It's very important that you let them know about the different ways that they can buy. And they just touch really, briefly on a preferred customer and what that means. They get deeper discounts and you get a preferred bonus. So, woohoo! Gotta love those bonuses that come. Any different way you can get paid, definitely want to take advantage of it. Okay, and chapter 4 is a social media guide. And I'm going to tell you pretty much all of my business, aside from a little bit, has been built with using social media. It's actually a huge key component now that it's a huge tool that we can use because we can reach so many people and on so many different levels. And so this is hugely important to building your success. A lot of times people think, okay, well, I don't want to post on Facebook because I'm going to annoy all my friends and they're going to unfriend me. Well, I just want to put it to you like this. If they really are your friend, they're not going to unfriend you because you're posting about something that works and something that's passionate and something that you love. Okay? So just keep that in mind. If they annoy you, there's always if they're annoyed by you, they can click the unfollow button and that way they don't have to see your posts. Oftentimes, though, they're just sitting back and watching. We give you some general guidelines, and so those are listed here on how to connect with people. There's also compliance guidelines. You want to make sure that you're staying in touch with compliance guidelines and social media etiquette. You want to make sure that your posts are positive. You don't want to be posting negative stuff, and even if you had a bad day at work, you don't want to be posting about that. Nobody wants to be associated with people who are constantly negative and who have maybe some drama going on in their life. If you've got that, it happens to all of us. I totally understand that, but you know what? You need to just vent somewhere other than there. Find a way to journal, pray about it, or something to release it other than posting your frustrations on Facebook, because people are watching you. They don't want to join somebody who is not being positive. As far as Facebook posting goes, you want to start posting on day one. And I know a lot of people they sit back and they think, well, I don't want to post anything yet. I want to wait until I have this amazing testimony of my own. I want to wait and see if the products work. Okay, well, first of all, there's less than a 1% return on people taking advantage of that 60-day money-back guarantee. What does that tell you? The products work. You've seen testimony after testimony after testimony being posted. You know the products work. Do not wait. The best thing you can do to get your business started off on the right foot is to go ahead and post from day one. Okay? So here's the great thing about this. This actually gives you things that you can post, such as, I just joined a company that's been on the Inc. 500 list of fastest growing private U.S. companies for 2 years. Are you interested? Hey everyone, I've been using Plexus products for a while now and I couldn't resist taking the plunge. I totally believe in these products. If you haven't heard of Plexus, all I can say is just wow. These are the types of things that are going to catch their interest and they're going to take a look at it right away and start to wonder, I wonder if those products work. Some will contact you right away. Some will just watch you for a while. Make sure that you're not vomiting Plexus all over Facebook, okay? So this is a mistake that most of us have made. Yeah, you're learning from all of us who've screwed up, and luckily they put all the smart things in here. So you can't post like 8 Facebook posts about Plexus and not post anything personal. You want to make sure that you're mixing it up. People really care about you and your personal life and how Plexus is helping you. They don't necessarily want to hear 60 different things about Plexus and nothing at all about you and your family and your life. So you want to make sure that you're intermixing personal posts in with the Facebook posts about Plexus, okay? You want to post about Plexus at least once or twice a day, and then intermix it with personal posts in between. So share about your kids, share about your family, share about your spouse, your job, anything that you enjoy, your hobbies and things like that. You want to make sure that you share about those. Another goal is to try to be engaging by getting people to comment on your posts. And so you want to make sure that a couple times a week you're posting something where you're asking for an opinion. Ask for maybe, life is getting busy right now. I'm working a whole bunch of hours at work. Let's think about how to get me some recipes for crockpots. And so you just post on Facebook, hey, can anybody give me great nutritious recipes for crockpots? And then that's when people start to engage with you. Every time somebody starts commenting on your stuff, that means that your Plexus posts are going to show up in their newsfeed. So it's a win-win situation for everybody. Once a week, it's a good idea to have maybe a weekly theme like Testimony Tuesday. And that on Tuesdays, you can post testimonies that are going to connect with people. Another important thing is that you're posting selfies and progress photos. So you want to make sure that you're telling your story, okay? People see your journey from day one and they want to hear about it and they want to see how it's working for you. They don't really care how it's worked for Sally that they don't know or Joey that they don't know. They care about how it's working for you because they know you. They have that connection with you. So you want to make sure that you're posting, little things as you go. I noticed I slept great last night. I've slept amazing ever since I started taking Plexus. Or you want to post, I've noticed over the last week that my headaches are gone. I used to have headaches almost every day, and those headaches are gone. That's amazing. Or that you've got, more energy, or you don't feel like you need a nap at 2 o'clock anymore. Posting little things like that. I mean, one of the things I posted was that I actually had more lace left when I tied my shoes because my feet actually got smaller. Yes, that is huge, and people loved it. It got a lot of response on Facebook. Another one is that, this Plexus thing really stinks because now I need to go buy belts because none of my pants fit me anymore. Things like that. It piques their interest. It's about you, and it really makes them sit up and take notice. Okay. As far as progress pictures go, you want to make sure that you get good pictures of yourself at different angles in the beginning and then post progress pictures as you go. So this was me when I started. This is at 1 month. This is at 6 months, and just go from there. People love progress pictures. Another great way to use Facebook is for our Facebook events, okay? And so what we can do is create opportunity events that are online, and we can also create your Facebook launch party that's online. These are huge for getting your business off the ground. It's great because we get a big audience all at once. We can get audience participation, and it allows them the opportunity to learn more about the products and be educated. These are huge in the beginning for getting you off on the right foot, and I've seen multiple ambassadors have a Facebook launch party and end up going silver that very night. So that's huge. Another thing you want to do is make sure that you get yourself and your team involved in the groups. There's lots and lots of team pages and Plexus Journeys group that gives you testimony after testimony. These are tools that you want to be using regularly, and you want to be active in these groups. Pay attention to them. A lot of times there's prizes and stuff every month, so you want to make sure that you're connected to those groups, because that's where you're going to glean a lot of great information. Another great tool that's associated with Plexus with Facebook, is the Facebook Messenger app and the Facebook Voice Messenger. Those are great because it allows you another way to reach out and talk to people. I use it all the time for when I'm contacting people, and I've really become a fan of the Voice Messenger. It gives you about 1 minute where you can record yourself talking, and people can hear your passion for the products. They can hear how excited you are and how you really care about them and want to be able to help them through any health issues that they've got. So it's really important to be using those tools. They are great tools. Another tool that you can use is YouTube, and it outlines this a little bit. You can share a why video on YouTube. Those are great for reaching out to people. They understand your why, and again, that helps them feel more connected to you and your story. Another thing that is great about YouTube is that you can make training videos, and if you're not there yet, early on, which you probably aren't if you're watching this video, that you can watch training videos. You can watch diamond documentaries. It's going to help you build your dream and build your why. It's going to let you see what other people are doing and how they've made it to success. And it just backs up and gives you that support and encouragement that you need. So those YouTube videos are huge and key to success. I watch them all the time. I plug in as much as I possibly can. And what this page does is give you different ideas for social media at a glance. And so you can use these to connect with people. So you can use them on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Google Play. And these are great ways that you can just use these social media items to connect with people, educate them about the products. The next chapter talks about events, and we touched on a couple of them, a little bit ago, but I'm going to go more in depth. You definitely want to make sure that you set up a business launch, and you want to do that as soon as possible after you start. And again, that's one of those things where don't wait until you have your own story, because somebody out there could be suffering greatly, and what you're doing is cheating them out of the opportunity to start feeling better faster. For me, I have an incredible health testimony. So does everybody in my family. And I'm telling you what, I waited, and I wish I wouldn't have. Because there's so many in my family that could have benefited from this quicker if I hadn't just sat around waiting on my own results, okay? So really important that you go ahead and set up a business launch right away. That can be an in-person event, or it can be a Facebook launch party. You want to make sure that you're calling, emailing, or PMing, which is private messaging, your guests ahead of time, okay? Touch base with them, let them know that what you're doing, that it's amazing, and you want them to tune in and learn more about it. You can host these either in your home, in a restaurant, or a video call even. And again, just that Facebook, event for, posting for your launch party. They also encourage us to tune in to big events, and we're talking things like Leaders Retreat, convention, and things like that. These are great tools because you have a lot of like-minded people in the same area, and you can bounce ideas off of each other and let each other know what works, ask questions, and learn. Another event that they talk about is the opportunity events. And if you are plugged into my team, Bree and I are putting on an opportunity event once a month, and we're going to be doing that every month now from now on. And these are great. You can get anybody who might be interested, looking for more information, get them plugged in and bring them to that opportunity event. But in the meantime, if that's not something that you can do, it also outlines how to host your own opportunity event, step by step, all the different things that you need. And that's something that your upline can help you with as well. Okay, on to chapter 6. Sharing Plexus. See, if I can do these training videos and triple over my tongue, you guys can do this and make a success out of this business. Okay, so what we have is something for everyone. You know, there's not a single product in this line, or not a single person that couldn't benefit from one product in this line at least. Okay, so just make sure that you understand that by sharing, you're actually caring about people, you're helping them, and helping them to find a healthier lifestyle. When you're sharing Plexus, you want to avoid what's called the verbal vomit. That was a big problem with me in the beginning. I was so passionate about the products that I just spewed Plexus pink vomit all over people. Oh, let me tell you all about Plexus. And I just went on and on and on, and nobody wants to hear it. And after about 45 seconds, their eyes glazed over, and like a fool, I just kept going because I was so enthused, and I figured if I kept talking, they were going to keep listening. They had shut down by that 45 seconds into it. So here's what we want. We want you to come up with an elevator speech. And what that means is, in the amount of time it would take for an elevator to go up a floor, you would be able to tell somebody about what you do. Okay? And so it's a good idea to have a health testimony and also a financial testimony that is 30 seconds long. Something that's going to engage the people that you talk to and going to connect them with you within that short amount of time. And then on page 49, it actually gives you ideas for wording. And so you want to make sure that you're using this tool. There's great ideas for wording, how to get it started, and then just make it personal. Give it that personal twist as far as to why it's meant so much to you. We encourage you to make sure that you listen more than you talk. Okay? We have 2 ears for listening, 1 mouth for talking. What that means is you want to connect with them, find out what their health issues are, find out what their goals might be, and be able to actually listen to them and care about them and be able to come up with a plan from there as to what you want to talk about with them. We also encourage that you talk to strangers. Now, that is one of the things that was very, very difficult for me in the beginning. I was afraid that people would, of what they would think of me. Like, I'm some crazy Plexus lady. Well, yeah, I kind of am. And so after a while, I pushed myself to start trying to talk to strangers. And so, you know, if you're sitting at Walmart and you have people that are sitting there waiting on prescriptions, you're going to hear them talking about their health issues. You know, that's the perfect time where you can step in and say, hey, have you ever heard of Plexus? There may be some products that may be able to help you out with some of your issues. You know, I can't imagine how it must feel to go through that much pain every single day of your life. But we have a great pain relief line, and it's all natural, and I just want to make sure that, you know, I would feel terrible about myself the whole rest of the day if I didn't share at least that this information is out there for you to take advantage of. Have something on hand to be able to connect with them and talk to them. Let them know that you care, and that's all. That they're not going to think you're crazy if they know that you care. So make it genuine, okay? You want to make sure that in that situation that you are prepared. So you want to make sure that you've ordered business tools. You want to have opportunity brochures on hand. You're going to want to have product catalogs, newsletters. You're going to want to have sample cards available and business cards. Okay, so those are some things that you're going to want to have ready, especially when you're ready to talk to strangers. And you can hand these out to anybody at any time. I like to give them as gifts. Whenever we go to restaurants or something, you know, give it to the waitress. Give her a little sample pack. And just tell her what a great job she's doing, and this could help her with energy. Another thing that you want to use when you're prospecting is the Frank's method. Okay? And again, prospecting sounds like you're digging for gold. Yeah, you pretty much are. That's what prospecting is. And so you're going to be talking to people. You're going to be thinking about who this business could work great for, and you're going to want to reach out to them. Down here it has several thought starters, so things that you can be able to do. You know, from that Frank's list that you built earlier, that's where you're going to be reaching out on this prospects list. And you're going to say, hey, Alec, you've been on my mind because I think you'd really love the health benefits I'm seeing with Plexus products. I'd love to tell you all about it. Are you free for coffee tomorrow morning? Things like that. That's how you reach out and prospect for people. Okay? Let them know that you care. Connect with them on a personal level first. Maybe before you say that, you say, hey, Alec, it's been so long since I've seen you. I love seeing all your posts about your kids on Facebook. My goodness, they are growing up so fast. I cannot believe how your oldest one is in college already. And just connect with them. Then you can go on to bring them the opportunity and ask if there's a time that they can meet up with you to talk more about it. You also want to make sure that you're prepared for blocking objections. You're going to get objections. I mean, everybody's going to have either a fear of taking the products because they don't know about them, or they could have a fear of the amount of money that it may involve. But just let them know that, hey, I realize that it could cost you some money, but here's where you could save money, and then, it could pay for itself. We'll talk more about that here in a little while. So definitely use that Frank's method. Think about blocking objections before you even start, because you want to be prepared for that. You want to schedule meetings with people. You want to make sure that you're sharing, and you want to listen to your customer for their why. Okay, so we talked earlier about our why, but your customers are each going to have a why as well. Why would they benefit from the products? Would it be that they need some help financially? Would it be that they have health issues, or that a family member has health issues, someone that's close to them? So just make sure that you're listening for their why and be able to help them through that why and be able to address it. You want to be able to tell them that there's 3 ways to buy: the retail, the preferred, and the wholesale. You want to be able to know where to send people to your site, and also to let them know that there's no inventory required. And this is something else for you. A lot of multi-level marketing companies, you have to carry a lot of inventory. And I've actually been with one of those before for 10 years. So I know exactly where that's coming from. This is great. You don't have to keep anything in stock. You can just send them to your website. Boom, they buy their products and are done. It is a good idea to have some trial packs on hand that you can sell people. But for the most part, I really recommend that you send them to your website and let it go that way, that you don't have much cash and carry on hand. Do you have a fear of talking? Now, I'm actually going to read through this because this is pretty good. 9 times out of 10, most of us, talking does not necessarily come naturally, okay? And it's something that we worry about. We worry about what the people are thinking of us, and we worry about if we're sounding like we're stupid. So, we always worry about talking to people. I'm going to read through this for you. Do you have a fear of talking? One of the most common fears for new ambassadors is talking to people. It's so common, and it's one of the most important skills that you can develop as a network marketer. Challenge yourself. Square up your shoulders, take a deep breath, and just jump in. Make it about them. You want to listen more than you talk. So really, you're not going to be talking that much. You're going to be listening, okay? You're going to be asking them questions, drawing out information from them so that you know how you can talk to them back, okay? Remember the details that they share with you. That's really important. You want to think about what they're saying and remember it so that whenever you go back to follow up with them later, you remember that, hey, they're struggling with diabetes. You want to ask them how that's going. The more conversations you have about Plexus, the easier this talking to people thing is going to be. I promise you. At first, I was a flubbering mess. And if you flub it up, guess what? It's not the end of the world. They're not going to hate you. They're not going to think you're an idiot. Every one of us flubs something up now and then. So just know that move on as you go. It's just going to get easier and easier and better, and you're going to get better at it. The next chapter we're going to talk about quickly is building a team. When you're passionate about something, it's natural to want to share it. And so in order for you to share it and become successful, you want to make sure that you're building a team. Share the opportunity. Let people know, hey, there is income, real income potential here. This is the thing that a lot of us tend to skip over because, well, We want to concentrate on helping people. I mean, that's most of our passion really at heart anyway, is that we're worried about helping people. At the same time though, you've got to remember that financially, this could mean all the difference for somebody. An extra $500, an extra $200, an extra $50 a month could make all the difference for somebody in their life. And so, and of course, way more than that. I mean, we can go up to easily 6 figures. I mean, the income potential here is huge. The residual income is huge. Let's not skip over sharing that part of it just because you're so worried about what somebody's going to think that you're going to sound greedy or something. Okay, so what we're going to hit on next is the power of 3. And it's basically outlined here. But if you sponsor 3 people, you teach them to sponsor 3 people. They teach theirs to sponsor 3 people. Your team is going to grow exponentially in a short period of time, and you're going to gain huge momentum. So train 3 to get 3. That's going to be a huge key to success. Anybody who has hit silver is going to tell you that they loved getting that $100 bonus and that they love making money off of commission off of orders that people are putting under them, plus watching them get healthy. There's nothing better. And for you to gain momentum, encouraging 3, 3, 3, 3 as you train on down through, it's easy to duplicate and it's easy to do. The next thing we're going to talk about is the perfect 10. And so this is in a week. They would like you to have a perfect 10 week. And so we're going to discuss each of these. Share Plexus products with 3 people. Share the Plexus opportunity with 3 people. Share your skills with 3 of your team members, and that's with a training, a Zoom call, 3-way calls, anything like that. And participate in one Plexus event. That can be an opportunity meeting, a Facebook launch party, or something like that. Any kind of event. Congratulations, at the end of that week, you've hit your perfect 10. Do I always hit my perfect 10? No, but that's definitely something I've been striving for lately, and I've really seen results from being able to do that. So it's something that's a great thing to strive for. It's going to keep you consistent, and it's going to really build momentum within your team. As you go on to, just know that you're gonna hear objections from people, okay? Well, that's kind of above my budget. I don't really have enough money to spend on that amount of products a month. Well, this is where you're gonna do the feel, felt, and found method, okay? So what you want to do is actually listen to them with your heart, because guess what? We've all been there. I had concerns about the price. I didn't think it would work. I honestly thought, I'm a cheapskate. I'm going to sign up for wholesale. And when the products don't work, I'm just going to shut it off, because there's no worries. You can shut it off anytime and there's nothing that's going to happen to you. So I figured, okay, well, I'll just shut it off. But I found that it does work. Okay, so the feel, felt, found method is this. When somebody raises an objection about, let's say, the cost of the products, I just don't know how I can fit that in my family's budget. Well, this is where you say, you know what, Joe, I really know how you feel. I've been there. I know exactly what you're saying. I felt the same way. But here's what I found. What I found is that as I was using the products, I was eating less and less junk food. I wasn't buying a whole pound bag of M&Ms all the time, and I wasn't going through a pop at all anymore. My pop addiction stopped, and I wasn't stopping at McDonald's drive-thru for a sweet tea twice a day. And guess what? All those savings ended up paying for my products. And the best part is, after I started to add people to my team, I realized really quickly that they were getting healthy and things were looking great. But man, oh man, my commission checks were paying for every bit of product that I used, and it wasn't making a dent in my budget at all. In fact, it was bringing me some income. Those are the kind of things that you do. You just, get on their level, feel exactly what their concern is, and be able to address it with that feel, felt, and found method. I know how you feel. I felt the same way. Here's what I found. Again, I know how you feel. I felt the same way. Here's what I found. It's huge for being able to overcome objections. And they know that you genuinely care when you do that. Number 8, our chapter 8 is about product knowledge. You want to make sure that you're educating yourself and your customers. You don't want somebody with extremely high blood pressure that's going to be taking Boost right away. You want to make sure that you're finding the products that are going to be the right fit for them to give them the best results. In order to do that, you're going to have to educate yourself on the products, okay? There's a couple different ways to do that. We have these amazing product cards that actually came in our kit. So I'm going to pull these out. Okay, so this one here talks about the Slim. Can you see that? And it just tells you exactly what it does on the front. Plexus Slim is our most popular product, usually the first a customer will try. It's often sold as a part of the Triplex combo, which includes the Slim, the ProBio 5, and the BioCleanse. This combination gives your customer a great start toward overall balance and wellness. And it tells you the guidelines for usage. On the back, it actually gives talking points. And so it tells you Slim can help you maintain a safe and effective weight management in conjunction with a healthy diet and exercise. It can help maintain normal blood sugars at healthy levels. Slim helps maintain normal cholesterol and lipid levels and keeps them at healthy levels. And, you know, it just goes on through there. And then also tells you what you might say. And then gives you exact words that you can just, you know, try our 7-day Slim trial pack. Most people see results right away. So these are great, and there's one for each and every one of the products. So that's great for helping you learn about the products as you go. And, you know, another thing that I found as I was learning, because we didn't have these amazing product cards. Oh my goodness, I wish I would have. But anyway, I didn't have those. So I turned to YouTube. As I was telling you earlier, YouTube's a huge deal. You'll be able to find lots and lots of information on there. And so what I did was found nutritionist Ame Darling, and it's spelled A-I-M-E-E, Darling. And look her up on YouTube. She is a professional nutritionist, and she does a focus video on each one of the products and how they work and what they do for us and how they're recommended to take. So it's really great to be able to watch videos like that and learn about the products and be able to share what they can do for people. From there, you're going to find out what people are struggling with. So what health issues they have, so that you can match them up with the right products. You want to make sure that they have the best outcome possible. And so you want to make sure that you're matching them up with products that are going to help them. So, you know, if you're new and you don't know the products yet and you're still learning, that's fine. There's definitely a learning curve there. Make sure that you just contact your upline and say, hey, you know, my best friend Susie, she's got this huge problem. She's got an autoimmune disease. She has lupus, and she is just suffering every day. She's got chronic pain, and she's got this autoimmune disease. What products do you think I should recommend for her? And that's when we're going to say, hey, the Ease line would be great, and the Triplex combo. We need to get her gut healthy so that we can get that autoimmune disease kicked, and we need to get her pain under control. You know, just talk with your upline. They're going to be able to point you in the right direction until you learn the products and what each of them can do for people. Number 9 talks about the compensation plan. Woohoo! This is how we get paid. Just fingers. Okay, so everybody, you have to admit, as amazing as it is to see people get their lives back, it's really cool that we get paid for it too. You got to admit, that's a really cool side perk. And so we have a compensation plan that I can't say I've seen anything like it at all. And I've been very involved with network marketing. Like I said, I was in another business for 10 years. And this plan is like no other. They pay us 11 different ways. That's right, 11 different ways. It's out of this world. There's nothing else like it. We're going to go over a few of the key points here in a little bit. On page 73, it gives you an outline for it. Right there. And so it tells you about the 11 different ways. So we get paid on personal volume, retail profit, and wholesale commissions. We get paid on preferred customer bonuses. So when you sign up that preferred customer, every single month they order, you're going to get a preferred customer bonus on that. Plus, you're going to make commission off the PV. What? Yes. We also get that personal volume override commission for your level 1s. And we have business building bonuses. So anytime somebody signs up with a welcome pack, you get a portion of a business building bonus. And that goes 4 levels deep. So that's really cool. We also have the achievement bonuses. And what those are is every time that somebody ranks up, you're going to get an extra bonus. There's also the Fast Start achievement bonuses. And these are what we really, really encourage if you're new. Okay? You really want to start off on the right foot. I encourage you to try to do this Fast Start program. Start posting right away. Really get plugged in with your upline. Let them know that your goal is, hey, I want to go Fast Start. I want to hit those goals. I want to have those bonuses in my pocket. Okay? We'll talk about those bonuses here in a little bit. Amazing, amazing idea. And that is going to get you off the ground running, and you are going to have such momentum starting out. You're going to have huge success in the business. We also get paid on Plexus pay points. Again, nothing ever I seen like it. It's amazing. There's also the Emerald Pool bonus, the Sapphire Pool bonus, the Diamond Pool bonus. And if you hit Diamond, you can re-enter under yourself and start another whole leg. You can end up going double Diamond. You can get paid through a pay card or through your direct bank deposit. Woohoo! And again, there's those Fast Start achievement bonuses, and we're going to talk about the amounts here. So Fast Start is whatever you do within your first 30 days of business. Okay, so again, if Fast Start sounds like something you want to do, contact your upline immediately so they can help you with the steps to try to get you there. For a gold ambassador, your Fast Start bonus is going to be $350. If you hit senior gold in the first 30 days, you're going to hit $700 bonus. If you hit Fast Start in the first 30 days for Ruby Ambassador, $1,200. And Senior Ruby is $1,950. Oh yeah, it's double bonuses. That is amazing. You want to make sure that you're trying to get those. That is on top of your business building bonuses for the welcome packs that I talked about earlier and the commission bonuses. Woohoo! And that's pretty much it for this book. I have a couple more things here that are in the welcome pack that I'm going to go over with you. This is our Learn to Earn guide. And once again, it's more of a comprehensive look at the compensation plan. So you just want to go through each of the pages here. And it tells you more in depth about each of the ways that we get paid. And so you just flip right through there. So that's something you can take a look at on your own. We also have this amazing marketing brochure. What if this could change everything? And this talks about the Plexus opportunity. This is something that if you have somebody that you think would be great at the business or, has a great personality and they need some help health-wise, you can send them this. It tells them what is Plexus Worldwide, what makes us different, how does it work, all the different ways we get paid, yeah, and what happens next. And so it's basically walking them through the process in the beginning to take a look at that and possibly get signed up. Another thing that I didn't mention about the compensation plan is that once you hit Emerald, you get, you get to go to Hawaii every single year that you continue to hit Emerald. Who doesn't want a free trip to Hawaii on Plexus? And on top of that, you get a stipend every month for your Plexus Lexus lease. Yeah, you get to choose from one of 4 different Lexuses that you can, you could lease. Let me tell you, that excites me. And then we also have in there these little thank you cards. these are great. You want to use these for follow-up with new ambassadors, anybody who joins your team, anybody who meets with you. On the back, just write a personal note thanking them and pop this in the mail. I'm going to tell you that in process of connecting with people, how important it is to be able to do things like this. Yeah, you can shoot them a text message. Yeah, you can send them a Facebook message. But guess what? Sitting down and writing that card really touches their heart. It really makes them feel like you care and that you've connected with them. You know, it's something that people rarely do these days. And so actually sitting down and writing a note, writing a card, thanking them for their time, thanking them for joining your team, is going to be huge. You want to make sure that you establish that connection and show that personal touch to them. One more thing that is in the welcome pack. This is a really neat little bracelet. You can see that it says Plexus on there, I hope. Anyway, so what this is basically an awesome conversation starter. I wear my bracelet all the time. My husband actually wears his all the time. It's man jewelry. So, you know, it's definitely something that gets the conversation going. And, you know, it's a great token of appreciation from Plexus for us for joining the team. So, you know, in closing, I want to say that, you know, it's really important to connect with your upline. And I'm super excited for your future in this business. Make sure that you connect with us, get in touch with us, and we will walk you through the steps for success. And I wish you all the very best in your journey. And you all take care and have a great day.